Yeah, what's happening? Yes, and? Yeah. Just the interview. No throws, no takes. Okay. Hey, Walter, how are the ribs down there?
They're still sore.
Are they? Yeah.
Walter, this is Johnny. 2 touchdowns. You got 101 now. We're not on the air yet. Are you aware you broke the 100 mark?
Well, last week they thought I did it with the one I scored then, but they said it was one more.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about it. I was just glad to get into the end zone.
Yeah. What did Mike? We're still not on the air yet, Walter. Okay, we're getting ready, Walter.
Okay.
That's it. We have Walter Payton down on the sidelines. Another fine day for this outstanding football player. 63 yards rushing, 16 carries, and 2 touchdowns, including the cementing score from 9 yards out on a nifty bit of running. And you did that to Hugh Green. I'm sure that he had something to say after you threw that fake at him.
Well, earlier we had called a blitz 80, which is supposed to be a quick setup, and the quarterback is supposed to get the ball off in less than 1.5 seconds. But what happened, Jim was waiting for Matt to break open. I blocked Hugh, but he came around, and then he made the late hit on McMahon, which it really upset me. Because our job is to protect the quarterback, and that was one time that we failed.
Walter, we're going to look at your touchdown. I believe this is the final touchdown that ended the game. You put a nifty move on Hugh Green. You kind of faked like you were going to go up and then dip to the outside.
I really don't know what I did. I know that when I started...
There it is. This is the first touchdown. I'm sorry, Walter. This is not the touchdown, was it?
No, sure wasn't.
No, that was not the touchdown, Walter. Sorry, we kind of crossed you up. But at least you have over 100 touchdowns. Were you aware of it when you scored that touchdown?
Not at all. I thought, the official kept calling back, and I was wondering. I thought he had said that my knees hit before I got in, but then he said no, it was your 100 touchdown. He wanted to give me the ball.
What was going wrong early in the game when you guys couldn't seem to get untracked?
Well, it takes a little time because everybody has to get that confidence back in themselves, and what happened, the Bucs were doing some things on the defensive line that was, taking away some of our keys and some of our reads, but at halftime we adjusted to it, and we did like a good football team should do, come back and move the ball on them.
We've got Walter Payton on the sidelines, and Walter, the way the Bears started out today, it looked like you'd missed your wake-up call. Obviously, the Bucs played well defensively, but did you feel the team was a little flat in the first half?
Well, it's funny because all the games that we've played this year, we've fallen behind and we had to come back to win. I guess we're just waiting for them to score so we can come back.
Are you looking ahead to San Francisco? I imagine this is one game that you want to get a little revenge for last year.
Well, I don't think it's that type of a revenge game. We know what it takes to beat San Francisco, and it would be nice to put some points on the board because last time they shut us out, and we know we're a much better football team than that.
Seems like the team is playing with loads of confidence, and today's example was just another one, Walter, because you were down at the half, and yet he came out coolly, and McMahon seemed to look a lot better in the second half as well. Can you describe that confidence level?
Well, what this team has, it has a lot of individuals that have the talent to put the ball in the end zone, especially on offense, and what Jim did, he just took his time and waited for the guy to open up. He hit Emery with a lot of passes, then came across with McKinnon. And, Willie Galt with that speed, he's always going to put that deep threat there. And he just moved the ball around, and we moved it down the field.
Walter, I know you've done everything else there is to do except win a Super Bowl. Is that foremost in your mind?
Well, that's one of the things that we practice for in July is to get to the Super Bowl and in January. And that's been my goal for the last 10 years.
Well, good luck to you this year, Walter.
Thank you.
Okay. Who's in New Orleans, we know?
Do you want me to put my coat on?
Johnny got time? No, don't. Where's your patch?
Where is it?
All right, Pat, the Bears had to rally here for a victory over Tampa Bay. They were down 12-3 at the half, an inspired defensive display by the Buccaneers, but then Jim McMahon really got hot in the second half, Johnny. 14 of 17, 2 touchdowns scored by Walter Payton that pushed him to 101 in his career, and the Bears went 5-0.
Yes, it was one of those games that championship teams have to win. They got behind, as they have many times this year, and came back, and Payton was the spark. There were a lot of reasons, but mainly Walter Payton had 2 nice touchdown runs towards the end of the game. Tampa Bay played a good football game today.
Yes, they did, despite the loss, and we have Walter Payton standing by here. We had a chance to talk to him earlier. Let's listen. We've got Walter Payton on the sidelines. And